We are reminded of Adam and Eve in Genesis chapter 3, how disobedience to God's instruction disconnected them from the Father. In Genesis 3:8, Adam and Eve heard the Lord walking about in the garden and hid from him among the trees. When God called out to them, their response was that they were afraid and hid because they were naked. Man began to know fear when they disobeyed God. God banished them from the Garden of Eden. Henceforth, man knew hard labor. Obedience is the key to walking with God or staying in your walk with God. An act of disobedience made man fall out and missed out on all that was provided. Disobedience also costed King Saul to lose the Lord's presence, the throne, and even his life and that of his children. We are made justified and righteous through the obedience of the second Adam, which is Jesus. True, as scripture tells us, salvation is a free gift, but we must walk in humility and obedience to receiving from God and to making good use of what we have received. The scripture tells us clearly that God resists the proud and to the humble he gives grace. A proud person can't receive from God, but a humble person does not only receive, but is taught by God his ways. Psalm 25:9 tells us that the meek will God teach his ways. Walking with God demands that you hear him, trust him, and totally surrender. God rewards obedience. He tells Abraham in Genesis 22:18, and through your descendants, all the nations of the earth will be blessed, all because you have obeyed me. Disobedience leads to sin and death. Romans 5:19 says that because one person disobeyed God, man became sinners. But one other person obeyed God, many will be made righteous. You see that? You desire to have an effective walk with God, prove your love for him by obeying his word. God bless you.